Welcome to another episode of One Thing I Like About, where I share with you one thing I liked about a movie that I watched recently or a book that I read recently. Today we're going to talk about a movie. Hi, I'm Leanie Ann, an author with two pen names, Annalie Nelson and Leanie Brown. And today we are going to talk about a Hallmark Christmas movie. Now I know sometimes Hallmark Christmas movies get made fun of quite a bit, and not always unjustly, because some of them can be not terribly great. But today's was one that I would watch again and again because it was really fun. That movie, let me see if I can get the picture up here for you. There we go. Is Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. What I liked about this movie, and while I tell you about it, a little bit about it, I am going to be, if you watched either of the last two episodes, you know I'm making muffins. And today I'm making them in, they're going to be little loaf shapes, because I've got a nice little muffin pan that is kind of loaf shaped. There's 8 of them in that pan. So it's like getting a double muffin, which is kind of fun. Okay, so while I scoop this, let me tell you about Ted Cooper. Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. He is a weatherman. He's a weatherman, which is really kind of nice because he is Mr. Sunshine. Like, he's just so optimistic about everything. But he's also a walking Christmas disaster just waiting to happen over and over and over again. Like, accident prone to the max. And it's always these strange things that happen to him, not regular accidents, strange ones. It's that unenviable, trying to say my words here, trait that ends up setting up the meet cute for him. He ends up at the hospital after one of his accidents, and the doctor who is there to take care of him is an old high school classmate and happens to be the girl that he had a crush on back in high school as well. So there's a little bit of that sort of thing going on in the background with him, and they start, not seeing each other like dating, but they start, to hang out a little bit and get to know each other better. I mean, he does hurt himself a few times. I don't remember if he goes to the doctor more than once or twice, but anyway. So there's that dynamic there where it's someone that he's had a crush on and they're meeting again after a long time and they're getting to know each other again and in a different setting and as adults instead of high schoolers. So that's a fun thing that goes with this. And then his outlook on life is things happen, he's still optimistic, right? So that's kind of nice. But the one thing that I wanted to share about this is that it's about more than just the romance here, and it really focuses on his growth as a person. Now I've seen Hallmark movies where you get the growth of the female character quite a bit. It's not as common really to see the growth of the male main character, and it's almost like there's more emphasis on him in this one than on her, which is kind of a little bit of a switch for a lot of Hallmark type movies. So that was refreshing, and it was just fun. It was really fun, and it was really neat to see his growth over the course of the movie and how he had, different people that were in his life helping him and, kind of guiding him to find the path that he needed to move forward in. So that was my one thing that I liked about that. So if you get a chance to see it, again, it was called Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. It was a good one. My husband watched it with me and he laughed through parts of it with me too. He enjoyed it as well. We always watch them together and then we critique them amongst each other, and he enjoyed this one as well. So, until next time, when maybe I'll tell you about that other Christmas movie that I just recently watched and enjoyed. I don't know if it tops Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper or not, but it's a good one that I wouldn't mind seeing again, just like this one. So until next time, have a good week, and I hope let's see, I don't even know when this one's going to be out. I guess it might be after Christmas by the time this comes out. So I hope you had a good Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and that your holidays are going well, and that the new year will be a good one for you. Till next time, bye.